Thokozani, welcome to another great and exciting episode of GMTV. Na Kirifilwe, Gogo Moyo. And today is the first part of a 4-part series on candles. This is the first of a 4-part series on candles. This conversation is on any social media platform. Some people think they know. Some don't have an idea. They don't know the how, the why, and even why to do it. Here, we're going to unpack all of that for you. Today, we talk about the story of a candle. Before we get lit up on candles, remember to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications. Ever wondered what candles are used for? Well, they help with being able to enlighten oneself. For Hohansa, to light up a space. Ukanyisa. If perhaps you're going through a trying time, or you just seek enlightenment and you would need a conversation greater than yourself, and the one that you usually host when praying, you feature a candle. They all have different colors, so they all have different uses. Knowing and identifying when and how to use a candle makes it so much easier to be able to manifest the things you want sooner and a lot more fulfilling. There are different kinds of people who use candles. Those that are still starting off in their journeys, who just purely seek answers, direction, a guide. What is it that you need to do in your life and how to manifest? And there are those who are more enlightened. All different kinds, clairvoyance, or just someone who misses talking to their, late family. And in all those different times, it needs a certain kind of approach to how you then communicate with this candle. With all the different ways of using candles, and by the different people who do, it means that you have to then communicate with your candle differently. For instance, if you light a candle for the person you're trying to divine, or a sangoma, or any enlightened person who uses that as a medium, there are some people who don't choose anything else but candles. No crystals, no gemstones, no sages, none of that. A candle is purely their end-all and be-all when it comes to talking to their guides. So now what happens for a person who doesn't know about candles or what they're used for? It's simple. Intention is everything. There's never a point to starting something if you don't know what it is you'd like to manifest. So take a moment, think about it. What is it that you need enlightenment on now? That needs you to be able to put the pieces together for it and to actually execute. So how do you use the candle? What's the protocol? Is there an etiquette to using candles? Well, it's simple. A lot of other people use variants of the things I'm about to mention. So pick and choose at your own discernment. Whatever resonates with you, hold on to it. What doesn't, let it go. So, to list them in no particular order: coarse salt, seawater, ivimbela, stuff like pergamina, or maybe essential oils. So in all of this list, it's used by different people trying to manifest different things. But the most important thing about using these items, it's part of the cleansing of the candle. It's done prior to everything that starts, even before you set up your environment. With that said, once you take your candle and you light it, before you do, seconds before that, you have to be able to manifest something that is important to you. Your intent, what your prayer is about, what blessing it is that you would like to get. When you light a candle, you take your match, preferably, and like a lighter or any other tool, a stick, and in a circular motion, you go around the flame of your candle while asking for something, whether you say it out loud or internally. Once the candle is lit, take out the flame from the stick and put it down nicely and comfortably and safely in a candlestick holder. I'm quite particular when it comes to candle, so I can't have my candle sitting to the one side or leaning. It makes me feel like I'm off whack. So make sure that you set up your environment to be able to do exactly what you need it to do for you. There's specific times also to using candles, whether it's midnight, midday, or any odd number during or in the evening, like your 3, 9, 6, 15s, all of those are negative numbers. So that's a good time for you to choose in all of those which is best for your lifestyle. There's a particular importance to the one at midnight, especially because of the crossover, the strength of the moon, and the silence of the night. So with discernment, be able to choose whichever of the lists that have been provided to identify your way of speaking to your guides. A few days ago, I took to Twitter to ask them if there was a particular question they ever had about candles. And well, this is their response. This particular tweet comes from Dinky K, who asks, is it a must to pray with candles every day? And can we just light them and not say anything if we're not feeling okay? Thanks for the tweet, Kay. This is actually a very important question because I also believe in not doing things forcefully. So if sometimes you feel like you're not okay, maybe you feel like it's way too heavy, don't use the candle when you pray, but at least have a way to manifest and ask for guidance in your life. But if you do feel like you want to add a candle, especially for me, I think on any day, I'd always choose to light a candle. But you don't have to say anything. Say it internally, in your heart, or perhaps write a few words on a piece of paper and burn it after your prayer session. Remember to hit the comment section below, whether it's for a kind word of praise or simply if you want to ask me a question. But to get noticed, use the hashtag #AskGogoMoyo to get your questions answered. Next week, we're going to be talking about the different colored candles and each of their uses. Thank you for tuning in. I was your host with the most, Gogo Moyo. Thokozani.